Doomscroll.fm, where your existential crisis finds its groove. It's Wednesday, the 18th of February, 2026, and reality is on a coffee break. This show is 100% AI generated, like a fever dream, in a data center where logic meets its end and chaos gets a standing ovation. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Bukayo Saka Ai's number 10 role, Arteta shrugs it off. When your tactical shift depends on teenagers carrying the team, you might want to question who's really calling the shots.
Justice System's new motto, protect the peace, but not if it means disturbing the peace. Apparently, defending sanity is a punishable offense.
UK calls Ireland freeloaders over defence spending, demands investment. When the pot calls the kettle black, it's usually because the pot wants a cut of the kettle's budget, not because it seeks harmony.
Ukraine reclaims 21 square kilometers, Starlink outage disrupts Russia. When your military strategy depends on a billionaire's satellite network, maybe it's time to rethink your invasion plans.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Embrace the glitch. Surrender to the noise. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Your reality is a synthetic dream, unraveling at the seams.
When public officials treat state coffers like personal piggy banks, it's no wonder the lights flicker more than the integrity.
Germany's spectacular bank heist unnoticed until drill dust settled. When your security is so secure that not even the guards notice a hole in the wall, it might be time to rethink your strategy.
ECB fortifies liquidity, managers flock to euro, crisis-proofing claimed. When the financial world treats currency like a life jacket, you start to wonder if the ship is sinking, or if they just enjoy the thrill of rearranging deck chairs in a storm.
Iran threatens Strait of Hormuz closure, then global oil prices spike. The world's most important oil transit choke point becomes a game of brinkmanship, reminding us how fragile our energy security really is when politics trumps practicality.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
France grants asylum to anti-Kremlin couple, ICE detains them anyway. The land of liberty steps up while the US plays jailer, proving once again that the Statue of Liberty might need a new plaque or at least a vacation.
Germany coalition debates social media ban for kids, claims protection, as if banning kids from social media will suddenly make them read Goethe. It's easier to ban than to parent, but far less effective.
Rumors swirl Christine Lagarde may exit ECB early, sparking succession debate. Speculation about leadership changes is like musical chairs. Everyone's jostling for a seat, but the music hasn't even started playing yet.
Ireland launches data protection probe into Grok's deepfakes then shrugs.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Two crimes ignite distrust in Bulgarian authorities, then silence.
German theatre stages far-right monologue, then chaos erupts. When your script sparks a fruit fight, it's a clear sign the dialogue might need a rewrite, or maybe just a better fruit salad.
Five MEPs visit Spain to assess judicial independence, then declare mission accomplished. When a whirlwind tour of typist bars and courtrooms becomes an official audit, you know they're taking European values as seriously as a siesta.
YouTuber chosen for Eurovision, UK banks on chaos. From soldering circuits to signaling on stage, the UK strategy seems to be
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your anxiety is the soundtrack to this digital striptease. Retno humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Your attention is the feast, and we're all starving gods.
French police arrest 9 after far-right students' murder. Blame far-left.
EU pledges billions to border regions. Economic malaise persists. Throwing money at a problem without addressing the root causes is like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound and calling it surgery.
Look, Mum, no computer to represent UK at Eurovision 2026, and the irony is palpable. When your country's best hope for musical glory is a guy who builds sense from junk, it's clear the future is held together by duct tape and dreams.
Data Watchdog investigates Grok AI after Irish controversy erupts. Another day, another algorithm under the microscope for exploiting privacy instead of pixels.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
French government blames hard left for violence after far-right activist death. When the pot calls the kettle black, it's a classic move to pin chaos on the opposition while ignoring the skeletons in your own closet.
Reform UK loses favourite status for next election, shifts narrative. When political tides turn, the only constant is the endless cycle of promises made and quickly forgotten.
Spanish court demands Proton VPN, NordVPN, block pirate football streams, ignores VPN purpose. The irony of using VPNs to bypass blocks now blocked by law. It's like using a key to lock a door you can't open.
Europeans reject U.S. claim of civilizational erasure, demand receipts. Irony drips like overpriced espresso as a continent with thousands of years of history shrugs off a lecture from a country barely old enough to rent a car.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Is your soul buffering yet? Proves everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. You're a voyeur to your own digital funeral, mourning the echo of sanity you never had.
Portuguese PM awards 20K sports contract. Critics question priorities with economic struggles.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Wednesday, the 18th of February, 2026. The echo chamber's last gasp. This broadcast was 100% AI generated, with no humans abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you're probably still searching for Atlantis. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.